Dallas Cowboys. Here's the former Cornhusker Brett Maher to get this one started. And off we go from uptown Charlotte. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Let's go, boys.
Ready, great. Wheel.
Check 48's the mic. Check 48's the mic.
Hey, let's pin the mirrors back and go full strength.
Express.
Now a first down throw for Newton. And an alley to run. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
You know, I don't think this is the last time we'll see that in this game. This guy has mobility, and they want to use his legs in the game plan. So there will be designed runs as well as his scrambles.
Hey, here we go. Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Short.
48's mic. 48's mic. You don't want none, baby. You don't want none. Hey.
Looking to throw again on second down. Newton. And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack. The sack by Robert Quinn. So now Cam leads the Panthers up following the sack. Carolina facing 3rd and long.
Check. Gun.
Operating from the gun. Newton. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Tyrone Crawford providing a little deja vu, back-to-back sacks, and now they're staring at a 4th and long.
Eight.
Hey, watch it.
They are going to go for it. It's Newton. And he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line. Tyrone Crawford. And an utter disaster as the ball's going to go over on downs at the 2-yard line. How about this starting field position? 1st and goal from 2 yards out. Now Elliott. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know, you know better than I, he has the ability to take over a game. So what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you...
And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. A 5-yard touchdown run. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Extra point by Maher, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, here's Maher to kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Let's go.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. On the ground, McCaffrey. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Park, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. Now Newton.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to say.
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. So on 4th down, Ron Rivera sends out the field goal unit. From the right hash, it's a 46-yard attempt. And this is no good. Close, but no cigar, just wide right. And this score will stay right where it is.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. Look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0.
And this is caught at the 20. Touchdown, Cowboys. Amari Cooper, 64 yards. And the Cowboys are able to show off their quick strike ability. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these team special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And that closed up quickly there as he gets it up only to about the 17. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
On 2nd and 9, Newton being chased out left. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
Well, the pressure, the hits, the sacks have been coming at him all game long. I'm frankly surprised that they haven't found a solution yet to create more time for him to throw it or maybe change what they do on offense.
And that's one of the biggest differences in this game and why they're losing right now. On 3rd down, Newton. Complete to right. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Charlotte, and it's the Panthers with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, Newton. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. 2nd down.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Right there. 54 Mike.
Here we go.
Mike.
Back to the air. Newton on second down. That's going to be caught by Samuel. That catch good for 5. It's third down. The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5.
Hey, one set. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Watch the backer. Hey!
Again, Newton. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down. So a couple of first downs on this drive, but it's looking like another empty possession.
And those empty possessions are certainly starting to pile up. So the adjustments that teams talk about all the time have to be taking place. They've got to analyze what's breaking down and figure a way to fix it.
And Cam Newton's not coming off the field. He'll keep the offense out to go for it on 4th. They'll try and throw for it here. And right with it here over the middle. 11 yards and a Panther first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Shit! Alert 3.
Gun.
Newton throwing again. Steps away to his left. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a first. On first down, it's Newton. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. It's the former Tar Heel back here in Carolina, Robert Quinn. His 2nd sack of the night. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
Well, it looks like they caught him off guard on 2nd and very long by running the football. All right, we always talk about tendency breakers and counters and doing things opposite the grain, and that worked very well for them. Picked up really nice yardage, but they still have a lot of work to do on 3rd down.
It's just me and you. Great. Jim. Express. Slam. Check.
Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. And he finds a man. It's McCaffrey. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 12-yard line. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. And that'll be caught. Touchdown, Panthers. Olsen. Greg Olsen there to make the grab as they are now on the board here in the first half. The extra point up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, let's see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. On second down, it's Elliott. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6. Earlier this half, you were wondering how the defense was going to handle him defensively. Were they going to bottle him up at different levels, so to speak, is what you said. What have you seen so far?
Well, I think they've been absolutely terrific because it feels like on every play, if we were watching this in the film room, when they clicked off the film or stopped it, you would see 11 shirts of that same color right there in the frame trying to tackle him. That's what you're looking for.
Check.
On first down, it's Elliott. Mario Addison in on the stop. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now it's a bootleg with Prescott rolling to his right. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. Blake Jarwin, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. You can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. The kick by Marr is good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that. And we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try and get my lineman out in space and see if they can chop a hole into the secondary and see if he can run a little bit.
He's going to rifle one. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Xavier Woods with a pick. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Here now, Brett Maher. He hit from 62 in his rookie season of 2018. This will be spotted just shy of midfield. A 59-yard attempt. Maher able to put this one through. And that will do it for this first half. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. And that one carries out of the side of the end zone for a touchback, so that will come out now to the 25-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff Spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Throwing on second down. Prescott. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Off the edge, Mario Addison gets the sack.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the third quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go to the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long.
Watch the run. Watch the run. Here go 47.
54. Mike 50.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trey Boston. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
This is McCaffrey. What a spin. How about another? And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. On 2nd and 12, Newton. And that will be caught by Moore. He's got a Panthers touchdown. DJ Moore there to make the grab as his guys are back within a single score. Point after up and good. And the lead will shrink to 6. So here comes the kickoff, and what now is just a one-score, 6-point game. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. They go down it again. Now 3rd down is looming, a pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Right there, 54 Mike. Watch the run, watch the run. Hey, kill. Mike 5-4. I'm here all day.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And the throw there going to be incomplete. That was Dante Jackson, the one who got a hand in to knock it away.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. They're indeed going for it. It's Prescott. And this is caught. Amari Cooper. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down.
Well, it all came together on that one, didn't it?
Big-time throw on 4th.
Now, that had to feel good, didn't it? Taking that type of a gamble there and making it pay off. What a throw.
And tough as a receiver because no matter how perfect the pass, you know it's 4th down and you got to convert.
A little bit of extra pressure, but he overcame it.
Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. On 2nd and 9. Prescott. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. They can't stop Bruce Irvin there as he slips in for the sack. Here's Prescott. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get him to 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
On 4th, they do snap it to Prescott. He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. So nursing a slim lead, and that is the opposite of protecting that slim lead.
All I can think here is that head coach, he knows more about what's going on with his team than we do. He must know something's up. Either he has trouble with his punter, right? He's worried about his defense. There's an explanation in there that we're going to ask for after the game, because in this situation, I wouldn't have done that in normal circumstances, but maybe he thought my best opportunity is with my offense.
Interesting. Back in their own territory. Now we'll see what transpired. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. And we're back now in Charlotte. It's the Panthers in possession of the football, but facing a deficit here as we get to the 4th and final quarter of play. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Gun. He's coming, double up.
Newton to throw. Open man is Samuel, complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. 23 yards, the final tally. They get just 2 out of it there, and it's 2nd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
This is McCaffrey on the give. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
They'll give it up to McCaffrey. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down. On 4th down, Newton. And this is going to be intercepted. Xavier Woods with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, I don't think we'll have to look very hard to find our play of the game. That was an absolutely monstrous big play right there. Backs to the wall. The offense has it in the red zone, driving for the winning score. And he says, not on my watch. And that is one happy bunch on the sidelines.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Great time there to come up with his longest run of the night. We just saw it.
Leads to a lot of satisfaction because if they're able to hang on and win this game, you know what else will happen in the locker room after this?
What's that?
Head coach will step up and go, great job, guys. Because of that, come in a little bit later tomorrow.
Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Here we go, 46. Watch the slant. Mike 54.
Prescott to throw it. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Dontari Poe marches in for the sack. Defense went 3-4. They got some push from the inside.
And this is something in a 3-4 you don't normally get because the nose tackle who got the sack, he's usually responsible or ends up getting double-teamed and sometimes triple-teamed. How about him working his way back and putting the big guy on the ground?
47.
3rd and long for Prescott. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now Prescott on 4th down. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. It's Shaq Thompson here with a pick. And a return across midfield and to the 46-yard line. Cooper was the intended target. You got the slim lead late and the football, so why are you throwing it there?
Remember during the year when we asked one of the head coaches, you know, if you're in this spot, why would you throw the ball? And he talked about trusting his quarterback and trusting his offense.
But still.
And then at the end he kind of went, yeah, not really a good reason.
Now following the interception, here's Newton. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
And oh, look at that. A diving catch. 15 yards on the play. First down. I tell you, it has not been his best day throwing the football. He really needs to piece something together here.
All will be forgiven if he leads them into the end zone.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. On second down, McCaffrey spins past him. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4. They got to get it to the 21 here on third down.
That's trash. That's trash.
Gun.
Check, Express. 54. Here we go, D. Express. 54. Mike 54. Express. I'm going to run you over.
Newton to throw. Completes it to Samuel. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 13-yard line.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook and a great grab on the other end. Newton now 10 of 16 throwing the football. It's 1st and 10. Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. And this carry terminated at the 8-yard line. Good stick skills showing the power, but just not much room to operate. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Here's McCaffrey. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3.
That's right, baby. They don't want it.
He's back to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown. And now they're an extra point away from winning this thing in the final seconds.
And now we've got a tie game after that touchdown. And you and I both know what that means. Extra point in this situation, this little time left takes on some extra emphasis, doesn't it?
It does indeed. Now inside the final minute, can they get it and hold on? The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking 2 plays. One, to get yourself in position for the second one, whether you're able to get into field goal range or you have to try another deep pass, another Hail Mary, but you're trying to get the first one to a receiver, get out of bounds, and give yourself a chance to set things up for an easier shot at it.
Let's see if they can do it. Might be easier said than done. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Now Elliott, and an alley to run. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you were wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. The Panthers are winners here as we say so long from Charlotte.
Ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen. Are you ready? Are you ready? Get ready, dog. This be the green light, go. Tires burn the pavement. People want to know where Mace, Potts, and Dave went. Still here, still in your ear with a style so hot, you'll see where all the sun rays went. Legs, arms, and head, all being moved in a frenzy. The blends be all the right cred, meaning credentials. Best of both worlds when we rockin' over pearls in the instrumental. Are you ready? Set, jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady, to the letter right, turn it up, we giving the show. But can you rock it like rocket fuel? What you talking about, space out your mind? But can you rock it like rockets, fool? That's a close encounter of what kind? When it was time to get it lit, we got it hot like fever. Sick with the talk, passing your receiver. All about running the spot. And you know we got breath control, so no need to take a breather. Cardio kingpin, subjugate the dub play. And you know we can't wait to bring spins. A-star quizzes, A+ the final. Vocals we align, we'll move it all simultaneously over joints we rock.
The NFL on EA Sports brings us to North Carolina and Bank of America Stadium here in Charlotte. Just a few moments ago, this building was shaking as the Carolina Panthers emerged from the tunnel here in Charlotte. They are ready to go as the Panthers are set to match up with Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
First and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, first and 10.
Watch the out!
Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Luke Kuechly combines speed, intelligence, toughness, puts it all together. It makes plays like one we just saw there. He may not be a big-time blitzer, but, boy, he knows how to pursue straight ahead and make plays in the run game.
47. 47. Here we go.
On second and 12, Prescott. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Brian Burns leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6. Burns had a spectacular September. In fact, he was named the NFL Defensive Rookie of the Month, and then he started October off on the right foot with a fumble recovery for a touchdown. Remember, Burns taking 16th overall out of Florida State. So much potential coming off the edge. Got to the quarterback 9 times in the month of September, including 2.5 sacks. Now Prescott under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Bruce Irvin and the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position.
Set, ready? 15, line. 15, line.
Watch twist, watch twist, watch twist.
Get it.
First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
They'll run with McCaffrey, and he is met in his tracks behind the line. Scrimmage.
Sean Lee on the tackle. A loss of a yard on the play. It's now 3rd down and 4.
Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4.
20.
Mike 48, Mike 48. Hey, come on,
Here's Newton. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was open for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
Let's go, boy, bring it up.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And last time we saw them go for it in kind of an unusual situation. It's not like it's a 4th quarter do or die. They went for it, didn't get it. We'll see how that affects them this go around.
Partner, I'm wondering if we're starting to see the effects of analytics coming into play here, where people are studying the number of possessions, how many times you should go for it, what position it leaves your team in. Maybe we're starting to see a little bit of that creeping into the NFL game.
I think we've seen it in other sports, maybe into the NFL now as well. James Bradbury there to make the tackle. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy 1st down. So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. Prescott now from the 50. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Eric Reed. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Newton. And he's got the hook up to Moore. That's good for 28 yards. We often, with Cam Newton, talk a lot about his legs. Don't forget about that arm.
He can throw it on a rope. He can loft it. He's got the touch that's been developed throughout his career. But the big part about just watching him throw it, it seems almost effortless.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. From the gun, here's Newton. He's going to look deep for more, and that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield, but that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
Back to the air, Newton on 2nd down. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down.
Hey, did you have one of those backyards that you had one of those like mats or pits like you have for high jumpers? And, you know, you had your friends throw the ball and you tried to make the spectacular catches?
I didn't need a mat.
you just did it with the ground?
Absolutely.
That explains your toughness.
Concrete.
That explains your toughness right there. Because I think that guy was raised just...
And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Jeff Heath. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They've shown very little offensively to this point. Well, neither team has really. And they come up here now, first down. Here's Elliott. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. In on the tackle there, Luke Kuechly. 3-0 after one on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got it with a 2nd and 10. The rush defense stout on first down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Bruce Irvin able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
They'll need a big play here, will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Prescott from the gun. And he'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. A big play here for Dallas. And even 40 yards. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42. The excellent play last time is followed by a much more routine gain of 3. On 2nd and 7, Prescott looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Picked off by James Bradbury. Intended that time for Cooper.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38. He's going to let it go again. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. A big play there for Carolina. 42 yards.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
The first red zone opportunity for the Panthers thus far. 1st and 10 right at the 20. Now Newton. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Christian McCaffrey there to make the grab. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. And it was a tight window. He knew he had to rocket that thing in there. He got it done.
And when you're able to complete one like that, your confidence has to just go sky high. You just mentioned it. Tight window, zings it in there despite excellent coverage. Result, touchdown.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Prescott, his throw incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
On 3rd down, Elliott. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. They'll try and throw for it here. Cooper's got it. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. Fans, a reminder, I have a note card here that says ad-lib halftime previews. So I guess let's do just that as we'll hand things over to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando when this one reaches halftime. Did I do okay?
You did great. Not a bad job.
Hey.
But, writing down your ad-lib.
If you print it, I'm going to read it. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 42. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Elliott on first down, going to be taken down behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside.
Big stop, G. Big stop. Let's go. Kill.
10th carry now for Elliott. And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long. To throw is Prescott. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. No move to get the offense off the field here. They've converted once on this drive. On 4th, they'll go again and try it once more. Prescott to throw on 4th. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Bruce Irvin, and that will force a turnover on downs.
40%. Ready to eat. I know he ain't got it. Check. Here we go. Under 10. 10. Check 26.
Now a give, right side, McCaffrey. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. A handoff, McCaffrey running right. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down.
Great. 48 for Mike. Get ready. 20. Get ready.
Out of the gun, Newton. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
Coming this way. Here we go. Express. Great. Mike 5-4. Great. Gotta do better. Come on, QB, come on. Hey, watch Sam. Check Mike 54. You're not ready. Hey!
They will go for it. Now Newton. And this is caught. He hits more. A good pickup, but it will come on what should be the final play in this first half. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now.
He's got a man. Complete. Touchdown, Carolina. DJ Moore. An 80-yard touchdown. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And their halftime hole now even deeper. They need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
2nd and 10 now from the 27.
That's got to be a long day.
We're going to 54.
Looking to throw. Prescott. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Trey Boston. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
On first down, Newton. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. If they needed a break, they needed to make a play here in the third quarter defensively. They did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break, taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
Going to take a shot for Gallup. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way down to the 35. A big play here for Dallas. 45 yards. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. A first down run for Elliott. Not going to pan out. He'll, in fact, wind up losing a couple. But what a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or two. On 2nd and 12. Prescott. Blitz coming and down he goes. Bruce Irvin make that now 4 sacks for him in tonight's ball game. They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by James Bradbury. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. So their woes on offense continue. That's the 2nd pick thrown here in the 3rd quarter.
And we know it was ill-advised, but that was an opportunity to help them get back into the game. Instead, he throws another interception, and now.
And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack. Robert Quinn. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him.
8. Gun.
To try again after the sack. Newton. And the pressure gets to him again. Leighton Vander Esch wreaking havoc with a sack. So now Cam leads the Panthers up following the sack. Carolina facing 3rd and long. Back to throw. Newton. Open man is Samuel. Complete. It'll be a gain of 17, but even with that, they'll be well short here for 4th down.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I just don't have that play on my call sheet. And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though. He's going to air it out deep for Hogan. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position.
Tackle. Shit.
Here we go, going to 53. Here we go, 46. 26.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Cowboys. Amari Cooper, 40 yards. And the Cowboys get a bit closer. Well, that was the fly route for a touchdown, and since he caught that one and scored it, I got to tell the story. Before the game, we were standing there. He was running deep routes, dropped one. It bounced up and just hit me right in the gut. And I said, come on, man, but there was no drop.
Yeah, you okay now?
I'm good.
All right,
I'm good.
We got the ice pack up here. You're just fine. What I loved about it was the subtlety of the route, because everyone knows he's fast. They're going to play him for that route first and foremost, but sometimes it's a head fake. It's varying your speed off the line of scrimmage. It's giving the defensive back different angles to think about. Is he going inside? Is he going outside? And then, as you noted, he just took off past him. Oops, there he goes again.
Newton on first down. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. Defensive end DeMarcus Lawrence applied the heat. McCaffrey. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Got his target, Samuel. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Curtis Samuel, 74 yards. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. Gano the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Hey, we got to get this stop here, D.
Now Prescott. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Bruce Irvin, my goodness, make that now 5 sacks for him in this ball game. Really turning in an incredible performance. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Amari Cooper, his intended receiver, and now it's 3rd down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
It's a pickup of 13, but they're still a bit short, and it'll be 4th down.
Hey, 47. Check. 26.
They'll run it with Elliott. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Prescott now. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Bruce Irvin in there to get him again. That is sack number 6, one off the NFL record of 7. After the sack on first down, Prescott, that's complete to Cobb. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line.
Mike 54. Mike 54. Yeah.
47.
54. Mike 54.
Kill. 26.
On third down, Elliott, and he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. A 3-yard loss. Fourth down now.
A loss of 3 yards. Brings up
46.
54.
26.
Now Prescott on fourth down. Oh, Prescott stripped. Jason Garrett might be wanting to reconsider the decision to go for it there. And the Panthers will get the football back.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Newton to throw. And they've got the hook up. This is Olsen. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Off the edge, it's Tyrone Crawford with a sack.
Check hot route.
Newton's going to throw it. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Here's Newton. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a Panthers first down, 17 yards on the play.
That's good for the Panthers. First down. First and 10 at the 16-yard line.
From the red zone now, Newton. That's Samuel, caught left side. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And he's got his man. It's Samuel. Touchdown, Carolina. Curtis Samuel, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. I tell you, Charles, you play to the final whistle, I get that. But there are a few folks that might not be too happy with that score late in the game with it already well in hand.
You seem a little squeamish about that last score.
I struggle with it. I struggle. But on the other, the argument, I get it, on the other side is, hey, do something about it. Stop them.
I guarantee you, I know who was really excited. Fantasy owners who had them. Hey, listen, get the points for me. They're not worried about hurt feelings or anything like that. That's just new age stuff.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coach it.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Bruce Irvin in there for the 7th time in this game alone, and that ties him with a late Derek Thomas for the most sacks ever in a single game. So this one is over. A victory for Carolina. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one, were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Panthers are winners here as we say so long from Charlotte.